Ladies and gentlemen, today I have some information that I think is showing us part of the Switch 2. And this information is interesting because it's coming directly from Nintendo themselves. So let's go over this together and see what our final thoughts are. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So I search patents all the time from Nintendo, kinda to see what's going on, what they're working on. And I seen a patent and I was like, oh, I know what this is. This is already something that we all know what it is. But then it gets kind of wacky. Before we get started, if you could, hit a like and subscribe. It would truly mean the world to me. And let's just go ahead and get right into this video. So as you can see, I'm on the patent website and I am searching. I've looked up Nintendo, blah, blah, blah. This was published yesterday. I was looking at this yesterday and I was looking at it and I was kind of tired and I was like, I don't think this is anything. But I think I made a mistake and this is something very important. And we're going to play Spot the Difference once again. We're going to look at something, we all know what it is, but then it gets kind of crazy. So what is this, ladies and gentlemen? I feel like an attorney, like in a court case and trial. Figure 1, what the hell is that? Tell me right now. If I was your attorney, you're getting life for like a parking ticket, so we don't want that. But we know this is the Nintendo Switch dock. This is a fat-ass Switch, but I guess that's how big the Switch is, or was it? Anyway, that's not what we're here to look at. So we're looking at these. That's technically the Switch. This is the Switch OLED dock, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, that's what the back of the OLED dock was. And this is the inner workings of it. We're not going to get into that. What is this right here? What the hell is that? It gets kind of wacky, right? It looks like some stuff could go on right there. We know about this part, but what's this circle on the back? Like, what's going on here? This is the main thing that I wanted to point out. This is on the back of the dock, and this can rotate. So you can have your cords facing each way. And as crazy as that sounds kind of basic, this is really important. Like I have my computer right here where I stream sometimes, and I have to have my Switch dock over here because the cords only go one way. Even when you have it out by the TV, you're like, oh man, I got to put it right here so the cords can go in that way. I can't have it over here. Just that alone would be a huge improvement. But I'm just curious as what these slots are right here. I went and looked in the actual patent, and it just says a place where something can be inserted, but it doesn't say anything. As you can see now it's rotated. These are now facing up. This is on the side. I guess something would be able to come through that. It's very interesting. Now look at this. The whole entire thing can rotate. This is absolutely insane. It almost feels like this whole part right here would unattach. I just truly don't understand. In the actual patents, when you go back and you read what's going on here, it just says the figures turn this way, they do that. They're very vague in what they say, and obviously for good reason, right? It's getting really wacky here. Very, very interesting. I think this is the mechanism that would make it be allowed to spin around. So we know about the Switch in the original Switch dock. Then we know about the Switch OLED in the Switch OLED dock. And I think the main thing for the Switch OLED dock is they added an Ethernet port maybe, and maybe an extra USB or something. I don't want to make old big poppy Nintendo angry, but this is actually the dock that I use. This doesn't look like the dock you get with any of the Switches, does it? This thing is amazing, and I like it because it's small. It doesn't take up a lot of space. Whatever you need is on the back, and yeah, your Switch fits right there. Obviously, that's not a real Nintendo product, but that thing is amazing, and it costed me like $20. That's a huge issue with the dock. I don't know how much technology goes into it. I mean, obviously, this makes it look insane, but when you go to a used game store, I would assume even if you bought one from Nintendo, even though I don't think you can buy a Switch dock directly from them, but at a used game store, they're $80 freaking dollars. Maybe like 60 now, I don't know. But $80 is insane. That is a quarter of the entire price of the Switch. And like, yeah, it serves its purpose, but this one I have right here is so solid. $25, never had an issue with it. It's smaller, it fits everywhere, I can throw it in whatever. I just went on a tangent for absolutely no reason, I think. Regardless, we understand what the Switch and the Switch OLED dock is. They wouldn't be updating the Switch dock this late in the Switch's life. Even if you think the Switch is coming in 2025, it would not be time to implement a new dock for this console. Like, it's done. The Switch is going to drop a couple more games, that's it. I live in an apartment, and I swear they mow the grass here every 3 or 4 days. They must get paid by the hour because they just keep mowing the grass even when it doesn't need to be cut. It's kind of annoying. You might not be able to hear it, but I do think having small changes, like it being able to swivel around and maybe some different stuff going on in it, small changes can add up and make a big difference. So they make a small change to the Switch, better Joy-Cons, a bigger screen, more power, a better dock that can do a couple more things. We don't need this generation-defining console. We just need a better Switch. And things like this make me think we're going in the right direction 100%. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about all this? Do you even use your Switch dock? Do you have a third-party dock like me? I'd seriously love to hear your thoughts and opinions. If you could, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'd really appreciate a follow. And you guys know me. I'll see you soon with a new video. Peace out.